to be making a banana oat cake in an electric lunchbox. I picked up this oat flour, so we got to do something with it. So in this bowl I have 2 mashed bananas, and I'm going to be adding in my salt, just a pinch, along with some cinnamon and some nutmeg. I did not measure the cinnamon and the nutmeg. I just kind of went with by taste. So just a little bit of nutmeg, more cinnamon because it's the way I like it. And now I'm going to add in a little splash of vanilla, about a teaspoon. And then I'm going to stir this together. Now I didn't say it, but make sure your bananas are super ripe. Once that's incorporated, we're going to add in some honey. I added a tablespoon. This did not come out very sweet in the end, so if you want to add more, you can. So we can weigh the honey, or we can measure it with a measuring spoon. If you use the measuring spoon, you should spray it or oil it first. I just used some nonstick pan, and this honey will slide right out. Or, like I said, you can weigh it directly in the bowl. It's about 20 grams. You could use another sweetener if you like. See, with that non-stick cooking spray, it slides out nice and clean. Ta-da! And we'll start cleaning. We're going to stir this mixture once again. Next, I have 50 grams of oat flour and 2 tablespoons of old-fashioned oats just to give it some texture, and I'm going to stir that in. I almost forgot our baking powder. We need 8 grams, which is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And we're going to stir that in and get everyone nice and incorporated here before adding 2 eggs. I'm using large eggs. They weigh about 50 grams each without the shell. If you haven't already, please do me a favor and hit that like button on the bottom of the screen so I can make more videos like this. Help me out. Thank you. Next, I just get my Itaki Pro large container and I'm just spraying the inside. If you have the jumbo, I think this is the middle one. I'm not sure, I don't have a jumbo, but this will not fit in the top one. It will spill over. So go ahead and put your batter in to your oiled or sprayed pan, and then we're going to cover it with foil. Get all that goodness in there. Don't let anything go to waste. We're going to add 3 Itaki cups worth of water to the bottom. I don't remember how much that is in milliliters. I'll do the math in a minute. But then you're going to cover this with foil. Y'all know I like to recycle. I used this to warm up bread earlier, so I'm going to use it again. But I'm just going to fold it down so that it will fit better. So I can close my Itaki lid. Crimp it down all along the edges, and then we are going to put the lid on. We want this tight so that the water can't get into the cake. Remember, we're cooking by steam. By the way, if you don't have an electric lunchbox, you could do this in a rice cooker. Just follow the directions on your rice cooker, and if there aren't any, if you have one of the regular ones with just one button, just punch the button down and then look, and if it's not ready, do it again. This took me about 30-40 minutes in the Itaki. Again, it was 3 Itaki cups worth of water. Okay, ta-da! We're going to test this with a toothpick or knife. You can see it's pulled away from the edges here. steamy. And as you can see, the knife comes away clean. Another test you can do on cake is a poke test. If it's ready, it should spring back. So let's get this out on a plate. Careful now, this is hot, but I'm just gonna invert the plate and then flip it. It should slide right out. Ta-da! Voila! Un gâteau à la banane et avoine. So this is our cake. I flip it back over so you can have that part on the top. And let's take a look at the inside. And like I said, this cake is not very sweet, so you may want to add more honey. You may want to use sugar or maple syrup instead of honey, but I wanted it to be a low sugar thing. So here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Watch this other video where I make a chocolate cake in my Itaki. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Happy cooking. Bye. Like and subscribe. Thanks.